Hey amigues, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I'm so excited for today's video because it is officially spring and you guys have been waiting for more plant videos, so that's what I'm going to give you today. And today's video is actually sponsored by Vigoro and the Home Depot. You guys know I love the Home Depot. It is my spot to get my Vigoro products for all of my plant care, so I'm really excited. I'm going to take you guys to Home Depot with me. We're going to get some stuff, we're going to get some goodies because I have not purchased a new plant in a while and there are some plants that need some repotting. I don't know, I'm just kind of moving things around in my home and my plants play a huge role in my home decor. And we're gonna do some plant care and some plant styling. It's gonna be super fun. I also have some tips for you guys if you are a beginner when it comes to indoor gardening and plant care. So I'm really excited to share all those tips with you guys because Vigoro products are honestly perfect for whatever level of gardening you are in. So enough talk, let's go to the Home Depot so we could pick up our Vigoro products, and I'm gonna take you guys with me and then we're gonna come back and have lots of fun. I'm very excited for this beautiful day where we get to do some indoor gardening. So let's do it. So first of all, it took me almost 10 minutes to find a cart. It's like everybody's at Home Depot today. But I'm here with the plants and accessories. So let's take a look at what they have. So here are some reasons why I love Vigoro products. No matter how experienced you are, they definitely have products that work for you. And Vigoro offers the total lawn and garden care solution with innovative products and an unbeatable value. They stand for quality and it is exclusively available at the Home Depot. Alright you guys, we are back from the Home Depot and it's really hard to record in a store because you don't want people to think that you're weird or anything, but I'm glad I was able to take you guys along with me a little bit. But anyways, I got some really great stuff, so I'm very excited to show you and give you guys a little haul. Okay, so first we're obviously gonna get started with the plants. I picked up 3 plants and these are plants that are actually very great for beginners and renters, and sometimes you have to deal with not that great of lighting, so these are very easy to care for plants and they are an appropriate size depending on how big your space is. So let's get started with one of my favorites, the pothos. Of course, you guys know pothos, they're the easiest plants, but honestly, like, just because they're the easiest plants doesn't necessarily mean that they're overrated or anything like that. They seriously are an amazing plant for the fact that they trail and they look so beautiful, and I'll show you later. I have a few pothos around my apartment, and honestly, if it weren't for pothos, my place probably wouldn't look that great because they play a big role in decorating. You could hang them, you could remove the clips and put them on a shelf. So yeah, they're so beautiful. They come in different variations as well, which is great. But I wanted to get one that was mostly just the deep green all around, and we'll get into some more tips in a little bit. Let me go ahead and show you the next plant. Okay, next plant I picked up is another very easy plant to care for, and this one is a ZZ plant. Again, super easy plant to care for, and they grow like crazy as long as you make sure that you repot whenever you have to repot and stuff like that. Of course, also my mom's plant, hers is huge right now, and one day I will have a huge one. But for now, I like this size of pot. It gives me the opportunity to repot later and watch the plant grow. So love a good ZZ plant, and honestly, I feel like they don't get enough credit. They're super easy to care for and they make your space look so beautiful. Okay, so last plant that I picked out is this cute Sansevieria. It's like a snake plant, but this one is called Bird's Nest, and it's really cute. I don't have one of these yet. I just have a few snake plants around my home, but I was really excited to just try out this smaller one. And what I love about Sansevierias the most is that really the lighting is not an issue. At least from my experience, they've lived in pretty dark rooms and they completely survived. So I highly recommend a Sansevieria if you're a renter or just a beginner for plant care and gardening, because just like the ZZ plant and pothos, they are so easy to care for. Honestly, this one has to be the easiest. And again, all of these Vigoro plants are perfect for beginners, but also for renters, because sometimes you have to deal with not that great of lighting and smaller spaces. So quickly before I move on to the next stuff, I wanted to share with you guys why I love going to the Home Depot for plants, because honestly the Vigoro selection is great. The quality is amazing. Like all of my Vigoro plants, they're alive, they're thriving, and they're doing well, and the price is really great. Like this one was $12.98, this one was $14.98, and this one is $4.98. So super great selections, and honestly you're definitely going to succeed with Vigoro plants when it comes to gardening and indoor plant care. All right, so the next items that I picked up, I'm actually very excited about because I didn't even notice these until this last visit today. They are these bamboo. They honestly look like coasters, and they are saucers. So these are really cute. I really love that it's bamboo. So even if you're not using it specifically for the saucer, they are really cute for home decor. Like I love this style personally. So then you just put your potted plant on top, and honestly it just looks like a cuter display for them. So I got 4 of these because I have some small plants that I think would look really cute with this. So these are the 4-inch ones, and then I also got the 8-inch. These are honestly really cool because you could put them on top of your table or your shelf, wherever you already have your potted plant. And I love how this won't only help with decorating, but it can also help protect your furniture depending on what it may be. And you guys already know, if you water your plant over in the sink and you're ready to take it back to its spot, then sometimes there's still water dripping out of the holes. So this is great because then it's gonna catch that excess water and stop it from getting onto your furniture. All right, you guys, next item I'm really excited about. I was actually very surprised. I didn't know that Vigoro had such a nice selection of plant stands, which is this plant stand. And it's awesome because it could be an indoor plant stand or even an outdoor plant stand. So I don't really have too much of an outdoor space. So for now, we're going to style it indoor, but super cute. If you have like a cute little porch or something, you could have it outside your door. But for my purpose, we're going to be styling it indoors. But I really love it. It's super simple, and this color is beautiful. It kind of matches like my dark hardwood floors. So that's pretty neat. So I have 2 last products that I wanted to show you guys, but I actually have them outside. It's a Vigoro all-purpose potting mix soil, and they're stone pebbles. So those I'm keeping outside because the plant that I'm going to repot, I'm actually going to handle out there. And luckily I do have a very small little area where I can do that. I actually have a pothos that I really want to repot. It's my shower plant. She needs to be checked. And I have to trim a bunch of her because she's getting very long in some areas. And yeah, you'll see. Let me show you right now. Okay, so here's my shower plant. We call her Rapunzel. My friend named her. I mean, it's a really good name for this plant, obviously. I'm thinking about keeping it in the same pot. I just have to really take it out and inspect it, basically. But I have to trim it a lot because it's pretty leggy. It's growing well on like a few of the branches, but some other ones I kind of just want to trim. As you can see, like there's a lot that I'm just going to get rid of and just propagate and stuff. So we're going to be taking care of this plant outside. Alright, you guys, we are all done repotting Rapunzel. Yes, she looks a lot smaller, but overall she's gonna be healthier. So I repotted her using the Vigoro all-purpose indoor and outdoor potting mix. You guys saw the process and everything. She's just overall gonna be healthier because since she was so leggy, a lot of energy goes into trying to keep the plant alive. And since a lot of the plant had no leaves on it, it was basically using up a lot of energy to keep the ones at the bottom alive. So what's good to do is to clip that, and so now I propagated it into soil, and you could obviously propagate them into water, and then once they have roots, put them into soil, but you could easily just propagate them by putting putting them into the soil. And also we trimmed some of the old roots because a lot of that was just dead, and now it's just overall gonna be healthier. And also, before I forget myself, don't forget to water a plant after you repot it, okay? So we're gonna do that now, and then we'll get to styling. So small. My friend is gonna freak out when she sees her. Okay, and for this, the next one, honestly, I have been wanting another hanging plant in here because I think I've told you guys before, plants, they just make your space feel super like tropical, and I personally love that feeling. I love feeling like I'm on vacation or something in my bathroom. Nothing like a tropical shower, honestly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hang this one right here. I think Rapunzel needed a friend. And as this one grows, it's just gonna get super tropical in here. And yeah, not mad about it. Not mad about shower plants. I personally think everybody should have one. All right, you guys, it is time to share those tips with you. These are gonna be tips for my beginners, my renters, basically anybody. I feel like you can never get enough plant tips. So if you are starting your plant journey, or you just simply want to learn how to take care of your plants a little bit better, then let's go ahead and get started with the tips. Okay, so tip number one for indoor gardening and plant care. The most important thing I could think of is paying attention to the lighting in your home, especially in an apartment. Sometimes some people don't have too many windows. You're dealing with lighting issues and all that. So if you have a phone, you have a compass app, you can see which direction your windows face, and south facing windows are going to be the brightest and the hottest. So that's something really important to think about before you purchase the beautiful plant that you wanted for this really cute corner in your home, but maybe there's no window near it. So it's really important to think about before you make your plant selection and bring your new plant friend home. So tip number two, once you pick out your plant and you're ready to bring it home, I always recommend to not water or repot your plants until your plant gets associated with your home, with its new environment, with all of its other plant friends. It's important to not shock the plant. I know it sounds kind of strange, but this is a tip I've heard again and again ever since I started plant care. So I wait a little bit and then I see, okay, it's definitely time to water this plant. I don't really know how long you have to wait. I personally wait a couple of days for sure, or until I see, okay, the soil's dry or this plant needs to be watered now. But as long as you don't repot the plant right away or water it right when you get home, I think that you should be good, because again, you do not want to shock the plant. Okay, and tip number three, let's say you've had your plant for a while now, it's growing, it's thriving, it needs to be repotted. Make sure that you select a perfect soil. And Vigoro, of course, has a great selection of different soils. I personally love to use the all-purpose indoor and outdoor potting mix because it works with so many different plants. And of course, always do your research, because sometimes when you're dealing with more rare plants, they do require different soil mixes or something. But for the most part, like all the Vigoro plants that you'll get at Home Depot are pretty good with just the regular all-purpose potting mix. Okay, and tip number four, I know when you get a new plant, you're super excited, you wanna make sure that you're taking good care of it, so you might think, oh, let me water it some more, and then that could lead to overwatering, which could lead to your plant not surviving, or root rot, which is a headache, and you'll slowly see your plant not survive. So I would definitely do some research and check which of your plants need to completely dry out, or which ones should contain consistent soil, so that way you can figure out a watering schedule for each plant. Because personally, I don't water all of my plants at the same time. All of my plants are different. Some of them need to be watered more frequently, some of them don't, some of them I completely forget to take care of and they're perfectly fine until I see them and I'm like, you need to get watered. So definitely do that. Or if it's more helpful, I actually do have a free ebook that has a list of so many plants, and it basically tells you when it's the right time to water. And that goes alongside with using a moisture meter, which of course I'll have my link down below, and that'll help you make sure that you're not overwatering your plants, because that is the main reason why so many plants unfortunately don't make it. Okay, so tip number five for indoor gardening and plant care is to fertilize. So I like to fertilize in the spring and summer, the best time for plants. And I actually don't fertilize every single plant. I feel like some of mine don't really need it. They thrive very well because they're low maintenance plants or something. But if you have some plants that are having some issues, don't give up on them. I know it's really easy to try to give up on a plant that doesn't look like it's thriving or has some issues. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of fertilizer. So depending on the plant, you could figure out which fertilizer is right for you. Vigoro also has some options at the Home Depot, so I would definitely check that out if you are looking for some fertilizer. And that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you again to Vigoro and the Home Depot for sponsoring today's video. I'm really excited to keep doing more plant related videos for you guys. I know so many of you have been requesting them, but don't worry, spring is here, summer's coming, and we're gonna be doing a lot of plant stuff on here. So don't forget to like this video if you liked it, leave a comment if you want so we could chat a bit. And if you're interested in any of the items that I shared with you guys today, then I will go ahead and link it all below. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep seeing videos like this. Thank you guys so much. I love you and appreciate you, and I will see you next time.